Today we're talking about the top 5 things I did on my trip to Turkey.
I got the juice now. I got the juice now. I got the juice now. I got the juice. I got the juice now. I got the juice now. I got the juice now. I got the juice.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, I spent the last 14 days traveling around Turkey. So today I wanted to cover the top 5 things that I did because honestly, a lot of them took me off guard. So hopefully if you're planning a trip to Turkey or you're thinking about going to Turkey, this video can help you out. So if you are flying to Turkey, it's likely that you're gonna find yourself in Istanbul. This is where our trip started and ended, so we got about 5 days in Istanbul to explore and find out what was great to do in the city. There's a lot of famous things such as the Grand Bazaar, the Galata Tower, a lot of the mosques, and I don't want to talk about one of those things specifically because they all add up into one great experience. So for number 5, I'm really talking about exploring Istanbul, diving into the culture, the people, the food, and the experiences you can have there. We had really unique coffee at the oldest coffee shop in the Grand Bazaar. We had the most delicious baklava by just wandering into a random shop on the street, and we had the most incredible conversations with some locals. And all of those things never would have happened if we had like a strict schedule, if we had a strict itinerary of things that we needed to do. We just allowed ourselves to wander throughout Istanbul, dive into the culture, dive into what they had to offer, and I couldn't recommend that anymore. So when you're there, make sure you take advantage of that and go out and explore for yourself. So now number 4, this is also in Istanbul, but this is gonna be a little more specific. On our first morning, we went on a little bit of a sunrise adventure. It was an early morning, about a 5:30 wake up call, but we went to the Ortakoy Mosque. At sunrise, we had this location all to ourselves, which is already an incredible experience all in itself, but the morning was so epic. The way that the sun comes up behind the mosque, it just gives this bright orange glow. You have the bridge behind the mosque, which actually connects Europe and Asia, so that's like a really, really cool point because you can look across the river and see Asia. I think the combination of having an incredible sunrise plus having the location all to ourselves just made it an incredible experience that I needed to include in this video. And if you go, I hope you get a sunrise that was as good as ours. Now when we left Istanbul, we flew to the coastal city of Antalya, but that's not gonna be on our list. That's actually only where the adventure started. When we got to Antalya, we met up with a few friends who had been staying there, and we rented a car and they took us to some place really special and a place that I never expected to see in Turkey. And that place is called Tazi Canyon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This location is definitely a hidden gem of Turkey. I haven't seen anyone include this in any of their videos, and I honestly wasn't expecting it myself, which is why I'm including it in this video, is because I've never seen it before, and it just took me by surprise. It felt like it was something out of a fantasy. Just the magnificent features of this canyon, how high up you are able to be. Like, you're able to stand at the top of the canyon and look down below to see everything below you. This place just took my breath away. Whether you go in the morning or during the day or a sunset, you'll be amazed no matter the time of day. Just keep in mind, if you are coming from Antalya, this is a few hour drive, so it really is a long day trip. Now moving on to Cappadocia, Turkey. Cappadocia is known for one thing mainly, and that is the sunrise hot air balloon experience. You can watch hot air balloons rise over the valley, or you can take a flight in one. And for us, we did both. So I'm including both of these under the number 2 best thing I did in Turkey. We chose to purchase a 6-person balloon basket, which is about $300 a person, which I understand is quite pricey for a 2-hour balloon ride. But we did that for filming and photography reasons. If you're just going to ride and just get the experience, there are 12-person baskets, 16-person baskets, and I even heard up to a 32-person basket, I believe. So there's really different price ranges of options that you can have, and some that are actually really affordable. They pick you up from your hotel and bring you to where the balloons are taking off, and you rise over the mountain and then into the valley of Cappadocia, and you just see all of these balloons. It was so insane. Right now, because of COVID, there were only about 70 balloons flying at one time, but they said that last year at like peak season, there's about 140 balloons flying, which I can only imagine as incredible. So if you're seeing this video maybe like a year or 2 down the line, hopefully there will be more balloons flying in the sky. And now if you're watching the balloons in the morning, it is a total different experience, because when you're riding the balloons, you really are taking that in and you are taking photos, but you're just enjoying the scenery and the view from the balloon. But when you're watching the balloons from the ground, that is your moment to get good videos, get good photos, because it looks like something that, how can it be real? There's 70 to 140 balloons flying in the sky. So it's really, really unique if you can get the right location. Most of the hotels here in Cappadocia have rooftops where you can view the balloons from in the morning. You'll definitely want to make sure you get out there at sunrise, because it only happens at sunrise. But there are so many different viewpoints that you can see them from. You can go to your hotel's rooftop, you can go to different viewpoints throughout Cappadocia. For us personally, we went to our rooftop of our hotel, which is Koza Cave Hotel, which is probably the best viewpoint that you can get, because Koza has the tallest rooftop in Cappadocia, and it's actually at the top of the valley. So you see all of Cappadocia below you, and then the balloons come from behind that. So the pictures and the videos you get are just unparalleled, because you have so much of Cappadocia in the photos. And a side note, Koza Cave Hotel was just an incredible all-around experience. So if you are looking for a hotel recommendation in Cappadocia, I couldn't recommend Koza Cave Hotel anymore. It was one of the best hotel experiences that I've ever had. Now on to number 1. This one might be a little bit controversial. Maybe you think the balloons are better. Maybe you think this is better. Maybe you think this is shit. But this is just my experience and my opinion on the number 1 thing I did in Turkey. It's also in Cappadocia, and that was the Sunset Horse Tour. When you visit Cappadocia, you see the incredible landscapes. It's not just the balloons that come up in the morning, it is all the things that surround Cappadocia that make it amazing. And the landscape is one of those things. You get to ride horses through the mountains, which are just such a unique texture, a unique look, a unique color, unlike anything I've ever seen. And so being able to ride horses through this terrain was already a unique experience, but having a great tour guide, a great tour company, a great horse, like all of those things just added up into having a really great experience and making it the number 1 thing on this list, and honestly one of the best activities that I've ever done while traveling, just even outside of Turkey. Alright, that's going to be it for this week's video, which was the top 5 things I did in Turkey. If you guys enjoyed, please hit that subscribe button, and if you have any other questions about Turkey, leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Other than that, I will see you guys back here again for next week's video.
I got the juice now. I got the juice now. I got the juice now. I got the juice. I got the juice now. I got the juice now.